to come in real quick and just kind of give you guys an update on how, for the people who don't know, there are a lot of people who do know, but for the people who don't know and the ones that are new to Mounjaro or trying to get Mounjaro, let me just tell you about my journey, how I was able to get it, and how I was able to get it for $25, and how I'm now able to get it for free. Okay, so I initially got on TikTok back in October. I was new to TikTok, and I started running across people talking about this medication called Mounjaro that you could lose weight on. I didn't know nothing about Mounjaro until I got on TikTok. So TikTok is like my new university. Anything I need to know, I go look up TikTok. So I was on there. I found out about the savings card that was $25. So I went right then to the Eli Lilly website on Mounjaro site and downloaded the savings card. So that's why when you hear people refer to the savings card as the OG card, that is the card that initially came out, and it was allowing people that if, as long as you had commercial insurance, you were able to get. So then they want to rescind that card because they lose a lot of money, and they decide to snatch the card away from the people that now are trying to get it as a new customers. So those people, here I am trying to tell people about this card, and then they not able to get the card. So thank God there was he allowed the people who were already on that card to be grandfathered in. Listen, that's just a blessing, guys. He could have stopped the card for everybody at that point, but he did not. And I have none but respect for the man. Even with all, he's a millionaire, I'm sure a billionaire, but he could have easily chose to have stopped the card for everybody, but he allowed the people that were already grandfathered in on that card to continue. So thank you, Eli Lilly, and your team for that. So the people that were trying to come after us now is trying to get this card, and they can't get it unless they now show type 2. Now it's like all these things to try to get it, So that was my journey. So now we're moving forward, and we get to a place now that the card is about to run out. Everybody's trying to look for their plan B because we all aware of this medication and the huge reward that we were all seeing from it. And we are not about to let this medication go. So now we're looking at what is our plan B. This card is about to expire in June. What is we going to do? So now we started looking at how to get approved through our insurance to get the coverage. So now everybody's going crazy trying to get prior authorizations approved. So that was my next journey, to get a prior auth approved. So I found out about Enbold. They were doing the prior authorizations. I just had to submit for prior authorization. Basically, I signed up with Enbold. I had an appointment. I went through my medical history with him. He went through all the things all the female issues, all the things that I have, and he was able to get me submitted. And my insurance, as Am Better Sunshine Health, they approved my PA. Okay. Thank you, Lord. So I was approved. Well, it's getting dark out here, but I'm going to try to go ahead and get through this real quick. So I now am using my insurance. So I tell you guys who my insurance with. I have a $2,800 out-of-pocket expense on my insurance. So I have private insurance. I do not have insurance through an employer. So my insurance I pay every month because I'm a travel nurse. I have to, if I go with the travel companies, I'm going to have to come back and forth to get insurance, and I didn't want to do that. To get coverage every time I stop a contract. So I found a private policy. So, but through that policy is who I use, Am Better Sunshine Health. Now, I have a $2,800 out-of-pocket expense that I had to meet. That's a lot. So I did talk about this in some videos that I had to go ahead and start utilizing that insurance so I can run up that $2,800 so I can benefit from the end of getting meds filled. So that's what I was doing. I was getting my meds filled. I was going to the doctor. I was doing whatever I had to do to get my out-of-pocket. I did not have any deductible, just a $2,800 out-of-pocket expense. So every time I was getting stuff done, it was just subtracting. And they were actually meeting some of that. So that's where I'm at now. So pretty much so when I would go get my medicine filled, it would be about $200 and something because that was my part of the prescription. They would pay all the rest. I had to pay $200 and something. Well, it was actually $300 and something, and the savings card took $100, so my out of pocket was $200 and something. Okay, fast forward because I'm trying to wrap this up now. So I'm getting my medication through my insurance, meeting my out of pocket expense. Okay, now I'm down to wanting a 90-day supply because now the savings card is ending. So now I want to get a 90-day supply of medication. So I got a prescription I'm still with Enbold, and they write my prescription. So I had them send me a 90-day supply in. So now when I sent that 90-day supply into CVS Caremark, which is my PBM, they said that I had an $800 back. They said I had an $800 balance left that I needed to pay to get the 90-day supply, which is what I did. So I went ahead and paid the rest of that $800 that was left because, I know people are dropping $1,200 on the medication for one box. So this is 90 days, and I knew once I met my out-of-pocket, I am now to the place where I'm at now, which is I don't have any out-of-pocket. All of my meds are now for free through the end of the year. So for some people, if you're going to meet the out-of-pocket, you got to do it kind of quick because you don't want to go through all that and pay all those fees and still end up not getting the benefit of the medication, right? So that's why for me it worked out that I was done by June. So I went ahead and knocked that balance out. Now any fill that I get, I'm doing getting the fill in September for another 90-day supply, and that will be completely free for 3 boxes, 90 days, all for free. Okay, now I do still have my savings card. That savings card is still good on the 10 and the 12.5. All right, y'all, I came from outside. Outside, it was super dark out there. But really quick, I want to tell you, so I do have the savings card. People keep asking me, well, don't you have a savings card? It's good to December. So let me just tell you, if you have the original savings card, it was to expire in June 30th, that card expired. Unless your insurance covered any portion of that medication. If it covered any portion of that medication, it's good for you until December. Right? That's great. You still can get your medicine for $25. For me, though, because I have met my out-of-pocket, free is free. So it don't matter about $25 for me. So the savings card is still there if I need it, but I don't need it at this point. So another thing, too, I am now finishing up the 15. I just took my last 15 this last week. I can't get any more 15 unless I get a new PA, and I'm not going to do a new PA. So I'm going back down to 12.5. I am in maintenance, so I'm hopeful that 12.5 will keep me maintenance. So that is how I got my medication for $25 down to $0. Pretty much how my journey went. And if you have any questions about anything about my process or anything that happened, just send me a message. You guys know I'm open book, and I will try to share with you. If there's anything I can do to help you, you let me know, because I am definitely here to help you, especially for all the newbies. I know, unfortunately, you guys weren't able to benefit from that savings card, but hopefully you are finding a way to get your medicine, and there is compound versions. Just being careful not to jump on the wrong compound wagon, because everybody's stuff is not good, but they do have many, many options out here now, and hopefully this will all be weight loss approved soon. That's the goal. Okay, you guys take care.